Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Janet and I create videos for all things creative and handmade. In today's video, we'll be creating a round bottom purse with a single handle that ties in the middle, a very roomy matching interior lining, and a magnetic snap closure. You'll find a link in the description box below to download the template from my website, which comes in 2 different sizes. All the measurements will be included in your download. The first purse I'm showing you in a floral print measures 12 inches wide by 7 inches high finished. The second purse is smaller in cow print and is a child size with a magnetic closure, measuring 9 inches wide by 5.5 inches high. So if you're ready, come join me at my ironing board and sewing machine to start our next project. For today's purse, I've used a floral pattern denim for the outside of the bag. And 2 pieces of a matching cotton material for the lining. As an alternative to denim for the outside fabric, you can cut 2 pieces of cotton fabric and 2 pieces of interfacing to get the same thickness of the denim. Next, you'll need some sort of closure. First, I cut out 2 circles of thick interfacing to reinforce the clasp. You can also cut out circles from the cardboard of a cereal box that will also serve the same purpose. When you purchase a magnetic clasp, it comes with 2 flat washers with holes and 2 clasps. One is male and one is female. And lastly, you'll need to cut out 2 pieces for the handle. Back at the sewing machine, we're going to start working on the lining. We'll be creating the round bottom by sewing up the triangle notches you've cut at the bottom. With the wrong side of the fabric facing up, you'll fold in with the right sides together for each triangle. Sew about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the fabric. You'll notice that once completed, it creates a round bottom once turned right side out. You'll continue doing this on the remaining 3 notches and do the same with the other piece of lining fabric. Once you've completed sewing the notches on both lining fabric pieces, you'll want to place right sides together, matching the seams you've just sewn. You can tell the wrong side of the fabric by being able to view the stitches you just made. The other side is the right side, and that's where you'll match the seams, like in this example, on the entire outside edge. Pin or clip into place. Now you're ready to sew around the outside edge of the lining about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Do note that when you get towards the middle of the bottom of the bag, you'll want to stop and leave an opening about 3 inches long. I'll explain why towards the end of the video. Just backstitch, resume on the other side of the opening, and continue to the other side. Next, grab the 2 outer fabric pieces and follow the exact same steps as you did with the lining fabric. The right side of the fabric has the floral print and the wrong side is blank. With right sides together on each of the 4 triangles on each piece, sew each up, creating the rounded bottom. You'll do this with both outer fabric pieces. Now with right sides together, match up the seams between the 2 pieces all the way around and pin or clip into place. You'll sew all the way around the perimeter of the outer fabric, about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, but this time sew all the way around, not leaving a gap. Do not sew the top of the bag. Turn the outer fabric right sides out. The next step is to add the magnetic closure to the bag. Here are the 2 flat washers with the holes, the 2 magnetic pieces, and 2 circle cuts of thick interfacing. Place one of the flat washers over one of the pieces of interfacing, centering in the middle, and mark with a pen the 2 outer lines. Then fold the circle in half and with scissors snip the 2 lines you just drew. You'll do this on both pieces. With the lining fabric still wrong side out, place one washer on the wrong side of the lining, placing it where you want the fastener to be. Make sure you leave enough room at the top to sew a 1/4 inch seam. Once it's placed where you want it, take a pen and mark the 2 lines on either side. Make sure the fabric is lined up at the top. Fold the fabric over and with your scissors, snip through the fabric on those 2 lines you just drew. Feed one side of the clasp into the holes, making sure the female or male piece is facing in on the right side of the lining fabric. Then, place the interfacing on top of that, feeding through the holes you just cut. Finally, place the metal washer on top of that. Bend the metal pieces either inward or outward to hold it all into place. Repeat these steps on both sides. Grab the 2 pieces of outer fabric for the straps, and at the ironing board, we're going to start doing some folding on the fabric and making creases before sewing. With the wrong side up, you'll fold the fabric in half like this and press, creating a crease down the middle. Now there are 2 ways to finish up the ends of the straps. One is by leaving them with a square end, and the other is by rounding the end as I did in this example by cutting a curved shape. When you're done, open the fabric up and fold one side of the raw edge to meet the middle creases and press. Do this on both sides. Then pin or clip into place. Once you get to the rounded edge at the end, you'll tuck the fabric and pin or clip that into place as well. Sew about 1/4 of an inch all the way around the pinned edge until you get to the end. Make sure you backstitch both at the beginning and at the end. Now that you've sewn the outer fabric, the lining, and the straps, you're ready to start assembling the pieces together. First, you'll place the outer piece right sides out inside the lining, which is inside out. Line up the seams all the way around and pin or clip into place. You'll do this all around the perimeter of the bag. Go to one end of the bag where the straps will be going and unpin temporarily so you can pin the strips into place. Placing the curved side in between the two fabrics, push the entire strap inside, matching the end of the strap with the top of the fabric. Pin or clip into place. Do this on both sides. About 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the fabric, sew all around the perimeter of the bag, making sure you backstitch the beginning and at the end. Note that the hole you left at the bottom of the bag will come into play shortly. At this point, trim off any excess fabric on the ends if there is any, making sure not to clip the stitches you've just sewn. It's now time to turn the bag right sides out. Go to the hole at the bottom of the bag, reach in and pull the purse right side out, making sure to push out any corners and any seams. At the bottom of the lining where the hole is, match up the seam and fold in, pin or clip into place. You can either hand sew a blind stitch to close it up or use matching thread and sew a straight stitch across it like I did on the machine. Push the lining inside the outer fabric now. Using your fingers, pinch the two fabrics together, lining it up, pin or clip into place around the entire perimeter of the purse. After inspecting the bag, pull the straps together at the top and tie in a double knot. You've now completed sewing your bag and can tell everyone that you made it yourself. Congrats! If you've enjoyed the tutorial you watched today, be sure to hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Also, click the notification bell to be notified about more content like this. Thanks for watching!